All right, welcome to your personalized deep dive on building and scaling a business.
Oh, this could be fun.
Yeah, we've got two really cool sources to dig into today.
Okay.
Building and scaling a successful business.
Nice.
And building, scaling, and succeeding in business. A guide.
Catchy.
I know, right? And, they both kind of cover similar ground.
Yeah.
But they each have their own little spins and real-world examples.
Yeah, before we get into the nitty-gritty, both these sources really want to challenge a common assumption.
Oh, what's that?
That it's all about the money.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. That's kind of where a lot of us start, right?
Yeah.
Especially when we're first kind of daydreaming about being an entrepreneur.
Totally.
It's I'm going to be rich.
Yeah. But these authors are hold on, think bigger.
Okay.
They say business at its core is about solving problems, creating value, and leaving a positive impact.
So less about lining your pocket and more about making the world a slightly better place.
Exactly. So it's more about what problem are you burning to solve?
Yeah. What kind of dent in the universe do you want to make?
Yes. And to help us figure that out,
okay,
these sources break down the journey into 5 key pillars.
5. Okay.
Yeah. They call it the secret sauce to entrepreneurial success.
Oh, okay. So what's the secret sauce?
Well, I think it's more like a framework, really.
Okay. Less secret sauce, more like blueprints.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I'm intrigued. What are these pillars?
So first up, and this is maybe the most important one,
Sure.
is having a clear vision as mission.
A vision and mission. Okay.
That's this. Okay. Think about it.
Okay.
You're going on a cross-country road trip.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just start driving aimlessly, right?
No. Or would I? No, I wouldn't. I'd need at least a destination in mind.
Yeah.
And maybe some cool stops along the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So think of it this way. Your vision, that's your destination. That's the ultimate goal. And your mission, that's the why.
The why.
It's the fuel.
Okay, got it.
So it's
I'm trying to think of an example.
Yeah.
It's we're going to build the best darn vegan burger joint on the West Coast.
Okay, I like it.
Because we believe that everyone deserves delicious, sustainable food, no matter what their dietary choices are.
Boom. There you go.
Right.
You've got a clear vision, the best vegan burger joint.
Yep.
And a compelling mission,
Yeah.
making that food accessible
Awesome.
to everyone.
Okay. Vision and mission.
Yeah.
Locked in.
Oh, yeah.
What's next? What's the next pillar? What guides us on this adventure?
Okay, so the second pillar is all about creating a solid business plan.
Oh, a business plan. I feel like those can sound really intimidating,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
especially if you're envisioning this massive formal document.
Right, but think of it more as a roadmap.
Oh.
Or even just a sketch on a napkin to start.
Oh,
Just something to kind of get the ideas flowing.
So even if my business is starting small, like on Etsy or something,
Yeah,
a business plan can help me get organized and stay focused.
absolutely. It's all about outlining those goals. How you're going to measure success.
Okay.
And plus, if you ever need to seek funding
Oh, yeah.
or bring on partners,
Makes sense.
it shows you're serious.
Okay, so we've got the vision, the mission, the roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
Is this next pillar, is this about picking the right car for the road trip?
Not quite, but I like where your head's at.
Okay.
Pillar number 3 is understanding your market.
Okay.
Imagine this. You've poured your heart and soul into this amazing product,
Yeah.
but then crickets.
Oh, no.
Nobody buys it.
Oh, that's every entrepreneur's nightmare.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why thorough market research is
Yeah.
so crucial.
It's about knowing there's an audience, right?
Yes, you got to know your ideal customer.
Yeah.
Inside and out.
What do they need?
Their needs.
What are they struggling with?
Pain points. Yeah.
What do they want?
Desires. Yep. Even their online habits.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's about making sure there's actually an audience for your brilliant idea
Exactly.
before you invest too much time and energy.
Right.
Okay. So how do you suggest going about that?
Well, one source recommends digging into industry reports and trade publications.
Because I got to do my research.
Yes, research is key, but don't stop there.
Oh, okay.
Talk directly to your potential customer.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's invaluable.
So surveys, focus groups,
Yep.
maybe even lurking on Reddit threads or Facebook groups.
Exactly. You want real feedback from real people.
Not just your assumptions.
Exactly.
All right. So we've got a killer idea, a solid plan, and we know our target market.
You got it.
So what's next?
All right. So pillar number 4 highlights the fact that no successful business is built in a vacuum.
True.
You need a strong team.
A team, okay.
Think about it. Even superheroes have sidekicks.
That's true.
Support systems.
Even Batman needs Alfred.
Exactly.
All right.
So how do you assemble this dream team?
Yeah, how do you do that?
Well, one of the sources actually shared a story about this tech CEO.
Oh, wow.
Who attributed their entire success to building the right team.
Really?
It said it was more important than the product itself.
Wow, that's a powerful statement.
I know, right?
So it's not just about finding people with the right skills?
We know. It's more than that.
It's got to be something more.
Yeah, it's about finding people who share your vision, your passion.
So people who complement your strengths and challenge you to think differently?
Yes.
And they're just as invested as you are?
They're along for the ride.
They're in it to win it.
Exactly.
Okay, bring on pillar number 5.
All right, this last one is all about adaptability and resilience.
Ooh, adaptability and resilience.
Because let's face it, the business world is a wild ride.
Oh, yeah.
It's unpredictable, constantly changing. Sometimes it feels like you're navigating a roller coaster in the dark.
I'm getting motion sickness just thinking about it.
I know, right?
But I guess that's where the resilience comes in.
Yes.
Being able to handle those ups and downs without losing sight of your goals.
Exactly. It's about being flexible.
Yeah.
Pivoting when you need to.
Learning from your mistakes.
Yes. And having the grit to keep going when things get tough.
Ooh, I like that. The grit to keep going.
You gotta have grit.
Okay, so those are the 5 pillars. Vision and mission.
Number 1.
A solid business plan.
Number 2.
Understanding your market.
Number 3.
Building a strong team.
Number 4.
And being adaptable and resilient.
Number 5.
Okay. That's a lot to take in, but it feels like a really solid foundation for success.
It is. It is. But even with like the best of intentions, a rock solid plan, there are common pitfalls.
Oh, no.
That can trip you up.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what we're going to dive into next.
I love this part. Learning from the mistakes of others.
Yes.
So we can avoid those potholes.
Exactly. Forewarned is forearmed, right?
Yes, 100%. Okay, hit me with the first mistake entrepreneurs make.
Okay, the first, and arguably the most common mistake, is not validating your idea.
So just assuming there's a market, right? No matter how brilliant you think it is.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a new idea and just charge full speed ahead.
Without testing the rock.
Without testing the waters, yeah.
Okay, so how do we avoid this pitfall?
Well, one of the sources suggests a lean approach,
Fair.
Starting with a minimum viable product.
A minimum viable product. Okay.
So like a stripped down version of your product or service.
Oh, okay. So like a beta version of an app?
Yeah.
Or like a prototype of a physical product?
Exactly. You get it in front of real people.
Okay.
Gather feedback and be willing to iterate.
Okay. So don't fall in love with your initial idea so much that you're blind to potential improvements.
Exactly.
Or even the possibility that you need to like start over.
Yeah, sometimes you got to scrap it and start over.
Okay, what's the next pitfall on our list?
Okay, mistake number 2 can be a silent killer.
Oh.
Even for businesses that are generating revenue.
What is it?
Ignoring cash flow.
Ignoring cash flow. Yeah. I've heard horror stories.
Oh, yeah.
Of businesses that look successful on paper.
Right.
But are struggling to like make ends meet.
Yes, that's the danger of neglecting cash flow.
You might be making sales, but if you're not managing your money effectively, you can run into trouble.
Quickly, one of the sources describes it as the lifeblood of a business.
The lifeblood. That's a pretty powerful image.
It is, right?
Yeah.
It's about having enough cash on hand to cover your expenses, pay your employees, reinvest in your growth.
What if like unexpected costs pop up?
Exactly. You got to have a cushion.
Okay, so what are some practical tips our listener can use to like keep their cash flow healthy?
Both sources emphasize the importance of budgeting and forecasting.
Ooh, budgeting.
Yeah, don't just guesstimate.
Don't guesstimate.
Track everything meticulously.
Okay, so spreadsheets are our friend.
Spreadsheets are your friend.
I love a good spreadsheet.
Me too, me too. And consider using accounting software to streamline the process.
Streamline.
Also, it's wise to have a financial cushion.
A cushion.
Like a reserve.
Oh, like an emergency fund.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cash flow manage. What's the next pitfall?
This next one is especially common for solopreneurs.
Okay.
Or those starting out small, trying to do everything yourself.
Well, I am so guilty of this.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning, it feels very empowering.
Yeah.
To wear all the hats, but it can lead to burnout.
It can, it can.
And it can be inefficient.
Exactly. One of the authors shared a personal story about working themselves to the bone.